Good evening, everyone. This is the late evening of Monday, the 22nd day of June, 2026. You all saw what happened in the court today, where DSS was dragging Omoyende Sowore after the judge revoked his bail and asked them, not him, and asked the prison officers to remind him in Kuje Correctional Center in Abuja. And as of the time of making this report, you all know that Sowore is in Kuje prison. But that is not what I'm going to speak or talk about in this video. There is something I want you to, take home in this video. There is something I want you to understand in this video. You see the force, the tactics, and the way the DSS, the police, even the military goes about everyone who is against the government. They go with the person with a full force. But let me remind you of something. Nigerians are missing something, and the world is not understanding what is going on. Some students were kidnapped in Oyo State. One of the teachers was beheaded immediately. And the terrorists sent a message to the Oyo State government through the House of Assembly, demanding for some amount of money, demanding for the change of law, and to accommodate them inside the society. They were demanding for Ahudabiya, that is peace deal, compensating them, and change your law to accommodate them, literally imposing Sharia law on the people. So the Oyo State House of Assembly came on the plenary, said this thing is not achievable, it's not what we can put our head. Now, after that, the terrorists now do what they call a counter-narrative. They now ask the woman to say what she said under duress. That the terrorists were not demanding for Sharia. Now, after that, the federal government sent a delegation. Stay with me. There is something I want you to understand. The federal government now sent a delegation to Oyo State. Nuhu Rebadu, the rest of them. And the delegation's report up to today, mute. They were not published. You know why? The delegation must have understood that it was Sharia that these people really want. I want to let you know something. If it is money, the federal government of Nigeria would have paid the terrorists as usual. If it is a prison swap, every day they are putting Boko Haram into the society. They are calling them repentant bandits, repentant this, repentant that. So if it is because of releasing their members who were hurt, oh my goodness, within 1 week, Nigeria will release them. In fact, they will send them to a rehabilitation center. They will equip them, give them car, do everything. Nigeria has been doing that. So it is not because they want their members to be released. Then the question now is this. What is the main problem? Why? What is the main problem? The main problem is that these people said either Sharia or nothing. They want Sharia. And that is what anybody cannot come out openly today and negotiate it out. Well, I want to tell you that time will come in this country. Some politicians will come out and ask you to accept Sharia to end this violence. They want to do, let me tell you, I want to make a pattern for you. This is not a secret, but it's a pattern. The pattern is this. This killing is going to continue. You heard from, what is it called? Minister of State Junior Matawande. Matawande says it's only God that will stop this insecurity, meaning this insecurity is not ending. Sultan of Sokoto said this insecurity will not end now. If it is going to end, it will be decades. You know what that means? 20 years above, decades. Mind the plurality of the word, decades. Okay? He's not talking about 10 years. Now, when you understand what these people are talking about, when you understand what they are talking about, they are just telling you that this thing is not going to end. Now, the pattern I want to nick for you in this video is this. They want this insecurity to go deep, that you will be begging for your life. And at that point, they are going to negotiate Sharia. They are going to negotiate Sharia. I'm telling you this pattern, and I want you to write this down. Because tomorrow I will come to tell you that I have told you what they are going to do. They want you to negotiate. They want to negotiate Sharia with people. And at gunpoint, when I mean at gunpoint, you can't even sleep and wake up. These people must have been going from house to house to knock at your door, preach to you. If you refuse, they will kill you. These people must have been going from house to house. They will be knocking at your door like Jehovah's Witness people. That is the way these terrorists will be doing. And that time, then they will now say, at this moment, there is no need for people to be dying. After all, Sharia is not a bad thing. Let us just accept this. This is their pattern. But you know what? It's not going to work out to the end. It may work in some part, but it's not going to work in some part. That is why we have been saying that we have to carry out a gun revolution. Everybody, in fact, both female, everybody, if you have what it takes to have a gun, enter security outfit and buy a gun. equip yourself, train yourself. You see, one of the things they are using to defeat the Nigerian population is patient. These people are not fast. They are strategic and they are patient. Someone will just come and say, "Where are they going to? They can't do it. They can't do it. Forget about that." You see that person saying they can't do it. They can't do it. He will be a victim within 1 year. I have seen so many of them now. You understand? These people are not fast. Like if you say, "Okay, let's watch now whether it will happen till 2027, whether it will do." These people are doing it gradually. So that is what is going on. And you can see that the government are not, like I was saying this. Okay. I know that some people will say, "Oh, Kocha, you call Christopher Musa always because he's not the Minister of Defense, right? He's above the military, the police, everybody. He's now the one controlling them. When it comes to the defense now, when it comes to the armed forces, after Tinubu, the next person, after Office of the President and Vice, the next person is the Minister of Defense. Yeah, he's the Minister of Defense, not even National Security Advisor. But now, what I'm trying to tell you is this. How can someone like Christopher Musa, how can he sleep, knowing fully well that these children are in the bush? And that woman was telling us, though it was under duress, that what they need is just a prison swap. If it is to release Boko Haram, like I said earlier, the government would have released it since. But it's not it. If it is to pay them, they could have paid them. But it's not it. Children are still in the bush. The world is keeping quiet. Nobody is even talking. Like, how do we get here now? How do we get here? Nobody's even talking. This is terrible. It's terrible and it is paining me. A lot of people have been kidnapped after that. They have been released. All this minor kidnapping. But these people are demanding Sharia. They want you to negotiate. But it is not going to happen. Now, let's look into the case that transpired in the court today between Sowore and the Department of State Service. Now, I love the courage of Omoyinde Sowore. If everybody have the kind of courage the man possesses, like, we will turn Nigeria upside down. We will turn it upside down. The man is courageous. I think the man needs the support of everyone. I know he's not worried. Yeah, he said it by himself. Don't cry about me. I'm fine. Just worry about yourself. Omoyinde Sowore is courageous. He will be fine. By Wednesday, he will be out. But the intimidation, even though he's used to it, something that is not good is not good. Something that is good is good. Even though someone is a strong man, as he is, but something that is not good is not good at all. So, the reason why they are not channeling all this power they are exercising on civilians, on the terrorists, is because the terrorists are covered. Sorry to say this, Nigeria is a terrorist state.
What transpired in court? There was a subsistence arrest warrant.
Yes.
Has that been set aside? Tell us the latest development.
No, please. The court, as you all are aware of, made an order while I was absent last week that my bail is revoked and an arrest or bench warrant is issued towards me. I got a new set of lawyers today, as I promised the court last time, and they are going to represent us. But the court was told by the prosecutors that they must insist on sending me to Kuje prison until Wednesday. But guess what? I'm prepared. I brought my prison bag with me today, and I told the judge, who said he can't recuse himself, that when they are ready, I'm outside. Nobody should be surprised. I have predicted before now that all these things are going to happen. But they are happening for a good reason. And the reason is that somebody must make the sacrifice that will liberate this country. Kwame Nkrumah was sent to prison for insulting colonial masters in Ghana. The day he came out of prison was the day he became the president of the Federal Republic of Ghana. I am going to prison to keep mobilizing our people so that this country can be liberated. I have no doubt that the end of the evil regime has come.
Absolutely.
I have no doubt that the Nigerian people deserve my sacrifice. I have no doubt that if we don't do this now, we'll have to do it another time. This is a sacrifice I started making since I was a university student at the age of 18. And I'm now 56. I'm still going to prison on behalf of my country and my country's people. And I feel privileged that I'm the one who has stood the test of time against the impunities of our leaders. Some of them pretended that they were Democrats in 1992. 2026, we discovered that they are monsters. And I'm referring to Tinubu. And I am insisting once again, because I was brought here by Muhammadu Buhari in 2019. And I said then, and I repeat today, nobody can defeat the revolution. And shame, sorrow, tears will visit the families or the people who do injustice to people who are out to fight for social justice.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, sure.
And that has happened to Buhari, it has happened to Malami, it has happened to the Erufais of this world, and it will happen to Tinubu, it will happen to Tosin Ajayi, who is the DG of DSS. They will end up in ignominy. There's no question about it.
Exactly.
So I stand ready. I did not even try to appeal to the judge to reconsider it. I want to go to prison, but I'll be out.
Absolutely.
And when I'm out, I will be stronger, more ferocious, and face these people headlong.
Absolutely.
That is my message to the Nigerian people. Thank you very much.
Tinubu must go.
Yes, Tinubu
must go.
Somebody else.
One more question.
Yeah.
Representatives.
Yes.
Can you furnish us with the names of the new representatives? And then you've had a long relationship with Masha.
Yes.
Tell us why you severed ties.
No, Masha was humiliated by the judge. It was the person who was asked to come and kneel down. And that's the basis upon which I said he should recuse himself, because the lawyer said he can no longer come and be under the humiliation and the bias of this judge. That was the basis. Masha was in court today, but not representing. We have a new set of very competent legal hands. I have no doubt about that. And they will do a fantastic job. But nobody can do a better job in this case than the revolution. Nobody.
So, sir, from here now,
Yes.
where to from here now?
I'm waiting for the prison warders. I have my bag packed this morning. I've traveled around the country in the last few days, including my village. I knew this would happen. All these things we are seeing here have been planned over time.
Yeah.
We are only lucky that we are ahead of them. Even if you read what happened yesterday in the newspaper, you see that they have already made up their mind to do this. But the important thing is, like I always tell you guys, don't cry for me, Nigeria. You should cry for a country that is at this stage still going through this kind of rubbish in the legal and judicial sector. Nothing more. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, it's Adeyinka Olumide Pusika. Olumide Pusika is a compound name. SAM. Yes. Thank you. Claiming that because we are going past the sentence, there is no point at which a defendant will not ask the judge to recuse himself. If you lose confidence, even on the day of judgment, you can ask the judge to recuse himself and rest in judgment. It's for the lawyers to determine. I'm not here trying to go through the legal. I know that this case is going to collapse and that injustice will not last. I know. Thank you.
Hey! What a suit! You see inside the courtroom. Look at what they are doing to Shária inside courtroom. Look at what they are doing. Look at what they are doing. DSS, look at what they are doing. Look at what they are doing. Look at what they are doing in the courtroom. Look at what they are doing in the courtroom. Look at what they are doing in the courtroom. Look at what they are doing in the courtroom. Do you want to shoot us? 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 DSS, do you want to kill us? Do you want to kill us? Shameless people. Shameless people. Shameless idiots. Oh, go down. Shameless people. Shameless idiots. Shameless people. Shameless people. Stupid people. Alamo, go down. Stupid people. Stupid people. They